Okay, at one point, I thought you can have a girl or a lover or whatever in this type of world. Nah, I take it back. You can't have that shit.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Hell no. Hi, my name is Igor and this is India, and together on this channel we review shows such as Power Book 3 Raising Kanan and also Married at First Sight. So if you're interested in hearing our review and our reaction to either of these shows, consider subscribing, liking the video, and sticking around to the end for some juicy content. All right, you ready to talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
All right, we're going to talk about it.
So in today's review, we're looking at episode 4, Raising Kanan, Don't Sleep.
Don't sleep. I mean, 50 Cent made it really clear why he called it Don't Sleep. But
You mean Kanan.
50 Cent.
Stay in character.
All right, so let's talk about today's episode. It opens up with Unique and his crew, and they basically are beating up one of his friends because he was the guy who was smoking crack while he was supposed to be on lookout. I mean, he did catch the police and everything like that, but Unique still wasn't happy that his crew got hit. They lost a lot of product, and now they pretty much don't have enough to sustain themselves. So his organization is struggling, just like Raquel. And when Raquel's organization was struggling, she made some bold moves, which I don't know. We'll see how that plays out in the future episodes. But anyway, now Unique has to make some moves. And in this episode, we see him making some moves because he catches Davina with Kanan. And he gets inside her head because he understands what's going on with her mom. He confirms that her mom is a crackhead. And basically now Davina gives in and basically is going to be a spy for Kanan. So if we weren't sure before whether she was going to be a spy or not for Unique, well, now we know for a fact she is. Okay, moving on, let's talk about Raquel. Raquel is digging deeper into her relationship with Symphony. She's trying to make things work out between Kanan and Symphony, but Kanan is just not having it. There's still a lot of lack of trust between the mom and Kanan, which is definitely going to lead to all kinds of blowback in the future. And then we got some juicy stuff. We got Marvin hiding things from Raquel. He's trying to still keep Kanan in the business, but really not in the business. He just needs them to, assist him and help him out with certain things. And that leads to all kinds of chaos that we're going to talk about momentarily. We got Jukebox, aka Laverne. She has her relationship developing further with what we call her Shirley. And we'll see where that goes.
That's about it. That's about it if you think about the synopsis.
All right.
I think the major parts of it was looking at the consequences of Raquel's actions from the previous episodes and the consequences of Kanan's actions from the previous episodes and how it's affecting them in this one.
All right, cool.
So what would you say, because we try to always come up with a theme for each episode, right? What would you say is the theme for this episode?
Definitely keep your eyes open.
Why do you say that?
Because in this business, as we said earlier, you can't have lovers. You can't. Everybody that you bring into this business is a potential, what's the word they do? Liability. It's a potential liability.
And a distraction.
And a distraction, because now they know something which can cause them to get questioned and they're going to blow up your whole spot. So basically, the less people who know about what you're doing, the quieter you move about your business, the more successful you're going to be.
I agree. And I was the one who tried to tell you that before. And you were like, no, you can still be in relationships.
I said you could be in a relationship only if you have perfect conditions. And clearly,
you're never going to have perfect conditions.
They don't got it right now.
Okay, so let's break it down. So looking at the different characters in this episode to see who kept their eyes open, whose eyes were actually closed.
All right, so I just want to start with the very, very opening scene then. Unique's man. Even though he had his eyes open, even though he was on the pipe, he still died. So I mean, in this type of world, your eyes can never be shut, period. And even if they are open, you still might get popped. So it's just a very dangerous world to be in.
Yeah, and that also goes to show, stop using the product. How many movies have we seen, like New Jack City? How many shows have we seen when people start using their own product and then it's a bad outcome? Obviously, that was a distraction and his eyes were closed. So moving away from Unique, I would definitely say the next person I want to talk about is Raquel. Because I feel like her eyes are definitely not open. And even though some people were debating in different forums last week, I saw that Symphony's not a cop. She's all up in his ass. And she's not thinking about, what's Kanan actually doing. She's trying to put him in after school programs. She's trying to put him in Saturday school, which I understand is good. But he was home alone making that spaghetti, right? How did she know he would be home? I know Tuesday is their dinner night, but I'm just saying she can't account for his whereabouts, obviously, every moment of the day, right?
Especially if she's out doing her own stuff.
So I think her eyes are definitely closed on that.
I think she's confusing. I think Raquel is a very complicated and confusing character because on one side, she's trying to run a drug business, but at the same time, she's still trying to figure out what she's doing with Symphony. I mean, I think she knows what she wants to do with Symphony, but then she also has to worry about Kanan and trying to get him to be cool with everything. And I don't think that's possible. I don't think she can have Kanan where she wants him to be because clearly he's defiant. He does whatever he wants. So she kind of has no control over that boy. And now you're bringing in another man into the picture that you may or may not have any control over. While your business is struggling, and now you have Unique on top of everybody. You got Unique like on you. We didn't see anything from Detective Howard this episode, but we know
That's
he's
his
coming.
name?
Detective Howard, yeah, Omar Epps.
I didn't know that you knew his name. I didn't know his name.
Omar Epps. We know he's gonna come back too. So it's like, how is she gonna keep track of everything?
And I would say like her eyes would have definitely been open if she knew that she was the one who snitched out Unique's people to Detective Howard. You said, right?
Yeah.
When do you have people watching your stash house? When do you have people watching your son? Like her eyes are definitely like, I don't know. People might disagree with me. I don't like her, but her eyes are definitely closed.
Do you think her eyes are closed because she has Marvin in charge of that stash house and that's her family? Because she told him to move the product. She was with him at the bodega and she basically said, all right, I want you to take your peoples and do it. What did Marvin do? He went to go ask Scraps, who was clearly shitting himself. But
still, no one was watching the stash house. Why didn't they have someone post it in the front, post it in the back, post it inside, and post it on the roof?
I guess I don't want to make it too hot, but Scraps usually was in there, but until he ate
That's
that
not
kung pao
enough.
chicken.
That's not enough.
Yeah, and back then they didn't have cell phones, I don't think, right? No, right?
They had the big like.
No, I don't even think so.
The 90s they had the big the Zack Slater cell phones, the big ones.
But nobody has Oh, they have beepers. I know they have beepers. That's a fact.
How you don't know this? Are you a 90s baby?
I don't know. I'm just watching the show. I'm seeing what they got, what they show.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. So besides the cell phones, yeah, cell phones existed, but they were very rare at that point. Now, who else didn't have their eyes open? I would say definitely Kanan. And you brought this to my attention because in the previous episodes, remember he was in the stash house and the guy told him like, where you going? And he left. So Davina was able to see him there. If Davina never saw him there,
they'd be good.
They would be good because she wouldn't have been able to give Unique any information. So I think that shows that his eyes are definitely closed. And also, you know, he wasn't even looking around when him and Marvin were moving the stuff from the house to the car and back again. Like, why are you not looking around?
I think it just comes down to experience, and Kanan has no experience. He has none. He's just a kid who's in school, who sees his mom dabbling in some stuff, but he's not really a part of it. And now that he wants to be a part of it, you don't know everything, dude. You don't know everything. And so he's not looking around. For example, when they were going to do the drop, Unique's drop-off in the previous episode, they said that the guy's car went around 4 times. So, like, it shows you that people who have been in this business, who ended up getting caught by the cops, they still went around the block 4 times.
That's true.
That's how cautious they were, and they still got caught. And this dude right here is like, all right, I'm with Uncle Marvin, so I'm good. I'm just going to carry some boxes inside, so I'm good. Look what happened to your ass.
But I also blame, like, devil's advocate, I also blame Marvin, too. Like, his eyes were not open because why would you leave him there by himself? That's one. Why would you not give him a weapon or another adult to watch, you know?
If he had a weapon, I think he would have got killed.
Why, you don't think he would have shot back?
But that's what I'm trying to say. If he had, those guys came in with shotguns and everything, by the time he would have
pulled the trigger,
he would have been shot like 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, I just don't understand, like, why Marvin did that. You know, like, I know Rock wanted that stuff to be moved ASAP, but why couldn't he get someone else with experience? And why did he leave him alone?
Well, I feel that's the thing that I don't understand. It looks like Marvin has nobody working for him. He only has Scraps. I don't know who else works with Marvin.
Yeah.
So it just looks like Marvin don't got men. So he knew that, okay, I kind of made a little deal with Kanan, so he's going to definitely come help. He's definitely, he's definitely trying to get in. So that's why he called on him, but they messed up.
Yeah, but also Kanan messes up as well. If you think about towards the end of the episode, after, Marvin said, oh, I'll handle it, your mother will never know you were here. Now, if you really pay attention and watch this episode, at the very beginning when they're having spaghetti dinner, she's telling Symphony, aka I think he's a cop, that, oh yeah, you know, he cooks, he does this, but he won't do his own laundry. So if Kanan knows his mother has a tendency to do his laundry or could possibly come into his room, because we know we don't believe in locked doors in our type of households, why would he throw it underneath the bed? Why not take it with him, put it in a bag, throw it in the back of his closet? Like, that just shows that he's not even ready.
No, and it shows that he panicked when he threw the shirt under the bed. That was clearly panic. And in that kind of business, you can't have panic. Listen, bro, you know your mom. Your mom has been doing your laundry for how long? Has she ever found clothes under your bed? Probably. Why would you throw another shirt under the bed, bro? Put it under your blankets. I don't know. Set that shit on fire and throw it out. Like, do something with it. Why take that to your house? Take it to a friend's house. Take it to a friend's house. Don't bring that into your own house. Leave it at Marvin's house.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Why didn't Marvin just drop him off to Marvin's house and say, yo, here, put this on, and then, you know, when we will get this stuff sorted out later on. That was weird.
So that makes me think, the question to you guys, and also to you, do you think Raquel's going to mention the shirt, or she's going to try to wait for him to trip up? What's going to happen?
No, she's going to ask.
You think she's going to ask?
That's her kid's shirt. It got blood on it. She's going to say, whose blood is this? She's probably going to examine his body and see, like, yo, is he good? She's going to see that he don't have blood on him. No cuts, nothing like that. So she's going to be like, whose blood is this? He's probably going to say something stupid like, oh, I got into a fight with somebody at school. And then she's going to be like, you lying to me. And, yeah, like, their relationship is not good right now.
Yeah,
and it's only getting worse.
Lack of trust, you're right. I was wondering if she was just going to have him start having him followed, or if she was just going to try to see if she just asked him some questions, if he'll come up with information himself.
I don't think they got men for that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think she has the manpower to do what she wants to really do.
So what do you guys think? Is Raquel going to confront him outright, or is she going to do some sneaky tactics to find out what happened with that shirt? Okay, so now that we broke down the episode, we looked at the characters and saw whose eyes were closed, whose eyes were open, who's falling off. Liked it, hated it.
I like that Marvin took the dog back because the dog had no food.
Yeah, that was wrong. How you over here
He's
crying
like,
about
the dog had no food yesterday.
Previous dog.
Yeah, your dog had no food yesterday.
She too busy doing that cocaine, that's why.
Yeah, she lost in the sauce. Another person using product.
That's because she don't need to eat. So that's the only thing you liked?
Yeah. Take that dog back, bro.
What's his name? T1?
T1? His name was T1? What is this, Star Wars? I don't even think there's anyone named T1 in Star Wars. What the hell is T1?
LT, yeah,
Lieutenant.
Yeah, my bad. He's
Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, no. Stop. He ain't got no legs. As for me, I would say this episode was a little bit more interesting than the last episode. And I like how it showed that, like, Kanan's action about, like, going back to the trap house, because Kanan let Davina see who he was. Now we know Davina can't be trusted, and maybe we want to see more of her character development. Maybe she's going to be more of a spy to help out her crackhead mother.
You think Kanan's going to kill her?
I hope so.
You think Kanan's going to kill Davina? You said, I hope so? What? I hope so.
Because Unique can't be trusted. She's stupid. Like, to be real. I like the actress because she was also in another TV show called Greenleaf, which is very juicy. But I'm saying, like, if he really wanted to help your mother out, why wait until you get some information? You saw her mother in Brooklyn, wherever she was. Why not get her out the crack house? Because she's a customer to his business.
Yeah.
So, and also, Buck 20, whatever his name was, he's been dead for how many episodes? Now you're like, I want to give him my condolences, you know.
He's been dead for like 3 episodes now.
So now you're approaching her. The girl probably got no food in the refrigerator, probably got 1 egg, an old box of cereal, and some spoiled milk. Now, and you didn't even give her no money. Nothing. And she's trusting his word. Oh, yeah, there's something Utica. I want to be a base head to go live it. Shut up. So I really can't believe that Unique is the same person from 2 Distant Strangers.
Joey Badass.
Okay. Yeah, you have to know someone's name finally.
Ooh.
But no, seriously. Like, I can't believe that she's really trusting him when he hasn't put in any effort to help her out before. Obviously, he knows the struggle she's been going through, hearing their mom is a crackhead, seeing their mom's a crackhead, and finding out the girl was fighting at school for Buck 20's honor. Where's those milk and eggs? Where's the money for the diapers for the little baby? There's nothing.
Meanwhile, he's wearing the same coat that Denzel wore that got him caught. That's that chinchilla coat. I'm telling you, when I'm watching stuff, he was wearing the chinchilla coat, And the last time somebody wore a chinchilla coat, they went to jail.
How you know it's a chinchilla and not a different type of fur?
Alright, but it's still a fur coat.
Okay.
So I'm making my predictions right now. If it's going to be between Raquel and Chinchilla Boy going down.
I think they need to just like have at it. This whole like her, we clearly see also from this episode that her trying to give concessions and her trying to like tiptoe around an outright war with him is not the move. The guy, one of his workers almost killed his son. They ran up on him. He probably got PTSD. There needs to be a battle. And next episode is episode 5. So please bring the juice. I'm ready for it.
You ready for it?
I'm ready because it's like this.
I think Unique is gonna go down.
Already?
I think so. I think by the 5th episode. I think next episode, if he doesn't go down, he probably gonna go down towards the end of the season. But I think Raquel is gonna definitely have the upper advantage here because that move she made with Detective Howard. I think because she gave him something. Whereas Unique hasn't given Howard anything. And also Unique said, I don't trust that dude, which is smart that he doesn't trust him. We know that Unique has people. So far, Raquel looks like she doesn't even have people to watch Kanan, her own son. And Marvin has nobody to even help him move. So, I mean, we could clearly see that Raquel she don't have it. She don't have it like that. But she's still making moves and Unique is kind of like, he's struggling. So, I don't know. I think next episode, we're going to start seeing a shift in power. I think we're going to start seeing her gaining more power and Unique losing more.
So, guys, let us know your thoughts about this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think Rock is going to confront his son about the shirt? What's going to happen in episode 5? Are they finally going to go head-to-head? Rock versus Unique? Who knows?
This is like the Cold War.
Yeah, pretty much. And that was a little boring, too, in history books.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you made it to this part of the episode, then you will see somewhere up here a notification pop up for what YouTube thinks you should watch next if you're enjoying our channel. And in addition, since you made it to here, why don't you write in the comment section below, I'm part of the 100 Club and I'm a gangster. All right. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Take care, everybody.